Today, we're going to be diving into something super important for funeral homes today, online reputation management.
Okay.
We'll be looking at this blog post from Director's Corner called Beyond the Guestbook, Building a Stellar Online Reputation for Your Funeral Home.
Right.
And we all know this is such sensitive work that you all do, but online reviews, this is the new word of mouth.
It
It
is.
can really make or break a funeral home's image these days.
Yeah. And it's not just getting those 5-star reviews.
Right.
It's about taking that feedback and really understanding, what families are saying both publicly and privately.
Absolutely.
And then how do we use that to actually improve our services?
Yeah, let's break that down. Why are online reviews so crucial for a funeral home's success?
Well, think about it from a family's perspective.
Right.
They're going through probably one of the most difficult times in their lives.
For sure.
And they're looking for a funeral home they can trust.
Right.
And often, where do they turn? They turn to online reviews.
Yes.
And those reviews really give them a window into other families' experiences. And they can be so influential in the decision-making process.
Absolutely. It's like social proof.
Exactly.
So, seeing that other people have had positive experiences can really put people at ease.
It does. Positive reviews, they build that credibility.
For sure.
They showcase your strength, the level of care that you provide.
Right.
And they really demonstrate that commitment to serving families with compassion and professionalism.
Yeah. So it's not just about getting those good reviews.
Right.
It's about understanding what those reviews are telling us.
Exactly.
What are our strengths? Where can we improve?
That's right. And that's where family satisfaction surveys are also really valuable.
Okay.
That's where you can get, more detailed, nuanced feedback
Okay.
directly from the families.
Yeah. Let's dive into that a bit deeper. What
Mhm.
makes those family satisfaction surveys so valuable, especially in addition to online reviews?
So, online reviews, that's that public feedback.
Sure.
Family satisfaction surveys provide more of a private, controlled space for families to really share their thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, it's almost like giving them a direct line
Right.
to offer suggestions and express their experiences more openly,
Absolutely.
things that they might not even feel comfortable sharing publicly.
Exactly. And because these surveys can be anonymous, families often feel much more comfortable being really candid,
That makes sense.
with both the positive and the negative.
Right.
And this allows you to gather those valuable insights that you might not necessarily get from the public reviews.
Yeah. So it seems like combining those insights, both from the online reviews and the family satisfaction surveys, can really give funeral homes a holistic picture.
A much more holistic view.
Yeah, of how families perceive their services.
Exactly. And it's not just about, collecting this feedback. It's about taking action and making, meaningful improvements.
Right.
So, by analyzing that data from both sources, funeral homes can identify trends and patterns.
Right.
And pinpoint those areas where they can enhance their services.
Yeah, it's all about showing that commitment to continuous improvement,
It is.
making sure that you're really meeting the evolving needs of the families you serve.
Absolutely. And technology plays a big role here.
Okay.
Director's Corner is actually at the forefront of integrating generative AI analytics
Wow.
into their reputation management solution specifically for the funeral service industry.
That's fascinating. Can you tell us a bit more about how generative AI is being used in this context?
So generative AI, it can really analyze massive amounts of data from both online reviews and family satisfaction surveys.
Right.
And it can pinpoint those patterns and trends that we as humans might just, overlook.
Okay.
So, for example, it can highlight recurring themes, positive or negative,
I see.
and allow funeral homes to see, where they're excelling or maybe where there's room for improvement.
It's like having a digital assistant that can kind of sift through all of that for you.
Yeah, exactly. And Director's Corner has actually developed these sophisticated algorithms that can not only analyze that content, but also understand the sentiment behind it.
Wow.
So you get a deeper understanding of how families are truly feeling.
Yeah, so it's not just what they're saying,
Right.
but how they're saying it.
Exactly. It's about understanding those nuances. And, that can be so valuable when you think about tailoring your services and communications.
Right.
To meet those unique needs of each family.
Absolutely. So it seems like Director's Corner is really leading the way in helping funeral homes leverage technology
Absolutely.
to enhance their services, build stronger relationships with families.
They are. They truly understand, the sensitive nature of the industry
Yeah,
and how important it is to combine that compassion with data-driven insights.
absolutely.
So they're providing, funeral homes with the tools and strategies they need to thrive in this, digital world.
Yeah, and I think that's so important. Now, let's shift our focus back to online reviews for a moment. What are some practical steps funeral homes can take to actually encourage families to leave reviews? Because
Oh.
I know that asking directly can sometimes feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's understandable to feel that way,
Yeah.
but it is so important to make it easy.
Yeah.
So start by putting really clear instructions on your website,
Okay.
in your follow-up communications. You can even provide direct links to your online profiles, like your Google My Business or your Facebook page.
Right.
Make it easy for them.
Remove those barriers.
Exactly. Remove the barriers.
Yeah. Make it a seamless experience.
Right. And, you can even incorporate review requests into your post-service follow-up, maybe include a gentle reminder and a thank you card or email,
Right.
just expressing that you appreciate their feedback.
It's all about showing them that you value their input
Yes, absolutely.
and that you're committed to providing that best possible service.
Exactly. Now let's talk about responding to those reviews, both positive and negative.
Okay.
This is an area where I think a lot of funeral homes struggle,
Yeah.
especially with the negative feedback.
For sure.
So responding to both positive and negative reviews is so important,
Okay.
because it shows you're engaged
Yeah.
and committed to, providing that excellent service.
Right.
When it comes to positive reviews, just express gratitude. A simple thank you goes a long way in showing those families that you appreciate their feedback.
Right.
You can even, highlight something specific that they mentioned in the review.
Yeah.
It shows that you took the time to really read it and, you value their input.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go beyond that generic response.
Yeah.
Add that personal touch.
Now, the negative reviews,
Okay.
those are a little bit trickier,
Yeah.
but they're also a valuable opportunity to showcase your professionalism
Okay.
and your commitment to getting better.
Okay.
So first and foremost, respond promptly. Right.
Don't let a negative review just sit there
Yeah.
because it looks like you're ignoring it or you don't care.
Right, exactly.
And when you do respond, remember to be empathetic and understanding.
Yeah.
Acknowledge their feelings.
Mm.
Say you're sorry their experience wasn't positive.
Right.
Avoid getting defensive. Even if you think the review is unfair or inaccurate.
Right. Put yourself in their shoes.
Yes.
Respond with compassion, even when it's difficult.
Right. And here's a key point. Apologize.
Okay.
Even if you don't think the funeral home did anything wrong,
Right.
sometimes a simple apology can de-escalate the situation
Yeah.
and show that family that you're committed to, making things right.
It's about taking ownership,
Yes.
showing accountability, even if those circumstances were beyond your control.
And if it's appropriate, take the conversation offline.
Okay.
Give them a number or email where they can reach you directly.
Okay.
And, you can discuss those concerns in more detail. Yeah, create that space for a dialogue.
Exactly. Show them that you're invested in finding a solution.
Absolutely.
And lastly, use those negative reviews as an opportunity to learn and grow.
That's such a good point.
Take the feedback to heart.
Right.
Analyze it. See if there's anywhere you can improve your services or processes.
Turn a negative into a positive.
Exactly. All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about how managing these online reviews can actually give your funeral home a leg up on the competition.
Okay.
It's not just about, putting out those fires, those negative reviews,
Right.
but how do you use them strategically to really enhance your online presence and attract new families?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Because I think in today's world, a strong online reputation is essential for any business.
It is.
But it's especially critical for funeral homes,
Absolutely.
where trust and reputation are paramount.
Right. So one of the biggest advantages is increased visibility.
Okay.
When families search for funeral services in their area, what's the first thing they see?
Online reviews, those star ratings,
Yes.
they're right there in the search results.
They are. And having a high volume of positive reviews can really boost your visibility in those search rankings.
Right.
So your funeral home is more likely to show up at the top of the list.
It's like having a digital beacon,
Exactly.
attracting those families who are searching for those services.
It's prime real estate
Yes.
in that digital landscape.
Absolutely.
So beyond just visibility, positive reviews, they boost credibility too.
Go.
When families see that other people have had a good experience with you,
Right?
it kind of validates their choice.
Sure.
It instills that sense of trust and confidence,
Right.
especially when they're feeling vulnerable.
Absolutely. It's like having a chorus of voices vouching for you,
Exactly.
and reinforcing that quality of care that you provide.
And don't forget, testimonials.
Right.
Those detailed, heartfelt accounts from families.
Yeah.
That can be really persuasive.
Yep.
They're real-life examples of how your funeral home has helped families through these difficult times.
And it adds that human touch to the digital experience.
It does.
And it makes you more relatable.
Absolutely. So let's talk about family satisfaction surveys again.
Okay.
And how they complement those online reviews.
Okay.
The online reviews, that's that public snapshot.
Right.
The surveys give you a much deeper, more nuanced understanding of what families truly value.
It's like a behind-the-scenes look
Exactly.
at what matters most to them.
Right. So the surveys let you ask very targeted questions
Okay.
about specific aspects, from the initial contact, the arrangement process, the facilities, the staff interactions,
Yeah.
even aftercare support.
For sure.
So you can pinpoint exactly where you're exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
And maybe where you need to improve a little bit.
Absolutely. Gather that data that you can actually use to improve.
Exactly.
Enhance the family's experience.
And by acting on that feedback from those surveys,
Right.
you're really showing that commitment to continuous improvement.
Yes.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Especially in this competitive market.
For sure.
Families, they want to know that they're choosing a funeral home that is listening,
Absolutely.
that is learning, that is evolving
Right.
to meet their needs.
It's creating that culture of excellence,
Exactly.
that permeates everything.
It does.
From the services to how you interact online.
Right. And let's not forget about that data analysis.
Yeah.
Generative AI can analyze the data from both those online reviews and the family satisfaction surveys
Right.
to spot those trends and patterns that we might miss.
Okay.
So you can make data-driven decisions about how to improve your services, maybe how you market your services,
Right.
and really enhance that overall family experience.
So use the technology to better understand those family needs and expectations.
Exactly. Now, one final point I want to make about this competitive edge.
Okay.
It's turning negative experiences into positive ones. Right. We talked about how to respond to those negative reviews.
Yeah.
But it's more than just damage control.
Okay.
It's about seizing that opportunity
Okay.
to really showcase your commitment to service.
Right.
And maybe even win back that customer.
Yeah. Transform that potential negative into a positive.
Exactly.
Into a testament to your dedication.
Right.
To that outstanding care.
When you handle a negative review effectively,
Yeah.
you're not just addressing the concerns of that one family.
Right.
You're showing potential families who are watching
It's a good point.
that you take feedback seriously.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
committed to making things right.
It's building that trust and confidence.
Exactly.
In your funeral home's ability to handle those situations.
Right.
With compassion and professionalism.
And sometimes those efforts can even lead to turning that unhappy customer
Yeah.
into a loyal advocate.
It's a powerful example
It is.
of how managing online reviews can not only protect your reputation, but enhance it,
Absolutely.
give you that edge.
And Director's Corner,
Yeah.
with their expertise and cutting-edge technology,
Right.
are such a valuable partner in helping funeral homes,
Yeah.
Navigate this landscape
Absolutely.
and use those online reviews to their advantage.
Yeah, they're like a guide, right?
Yes.
Helping funeral homes harness the power of that feedback.
Exactly.
Build those stronger relationships.
Right.
Enhance their reputation in the community.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground here talking about how managing online reviews can give your funeral home that competitive edge.
For sure.
But, it's important to remember that at the heart of all of this is really providing families the best possible care during a difficult time.
Absolutely. It's not about stars and rankings.
Right.
It's about using these tools to enhance the level of service and compassion that we're providing.
Exactly. So let's distill this down into some actionable takeaways, for funeral home directors to use right away.
Yeah, sounds good. Where should they start?
I think step one is honestly assess your current online presence.
Okay.
Take a look at your website, your social media, the reviews you're getting,
Okay.
and ask yourself, What's the story that's being told online?
Right.
Is it accurate? Is it compelling? Is it aligned with our values and the level of service that we're trying to provide?
So take a critical look at how your funeral home is perceived
Yes.
in the digital world.
Exactly. And from there, you can start to develop a strategy
Right.
to enhance that online reputation.
Huh.
And that includes, encouraging families to leave reviews,
For sure.
responding to those reviews promptly and professionally,
Right.
and using both those online reviews and the family satisfaction surveys to figure out where you can improve.
And it's an ongoing process, right?
It is.
It's not a one-time fix.
This digital landscape is always changing.
Yes.
So your approach has to adapt.
Absolutely. And that's where Director's Corner can be so helpful.
It can.
They have all those resources and tools tailored to funeral homes.
Yes, they do.
From responding to reviews to analytics.
Yeah, absolutely.
That can help glean those deeper insights from the data.
They're like that trusted advisor.
Yes.
To help navigate those complexities.
Absolutely. So let's get down to some specific action steps.
Okay.
First.
Make it super easy for families to leave reviews.
Okay.
Clear instructions on your website.
Right.
Direct links to your profiles.
Okay.
And maybe even those review requests and follow-up communication.
Yeah, just remove those barriers.
Absolutely.
Make it seamless.
And when you get those reviews, good or bad, respond quickly and thoughtfully.
What?
For positive reviews, say thank you.
Right.
For negative reviews, acknowledge those feelings, apologize, and if it makes sense, take the conversation offline.
Yeah, show them you're listening, you care,
Exactly.
that you are committed to providing the best possible experience.
Absolutely. And don't forget about those family satisfaction surveys.
Yeah.
Those surveys can provide so many valuable insights
Right.
that you might not get just from online reviews.
For sure.
Make a survey that's concise, easy to complete, and focused on specific feedback.
Okay.
And most importantly, use that feedback
Right.
to make real improvement.
Absolutely. Close the loop.
Yes.
Show families that you value their feedback.
Right. Now let's talk about managing your online presence proactively.
Okay.
So make sure your website is up to date, user-friendly,
Right.
high-quality photos and videos,
Okay.
clear language,
Yeah.
testimonials,
Right.
and make sure you're optimizing for search engines
Okay.
so families can find you.
So create a welcoming, informative presence online.
Exactly.
That reflects that care and compassion you provide in person.
And don't forget about social media.
Yes.
Engage with your community.
Okay.
Share content.
Right.
Show the personality and the heart of your funeral home.
Yeah. Extend your reach online.
Exactly.
Build those relationships.
Absolutely. And lastly, embrace technology.
Okay.
Generative AI, other tools, they can give you some incredible insights
Right.
that can help you improve and understand the families you serve.
Yeah.
Director's Corner is leading the way here.
For sure.
They can give you the support to use those technologies well.
It's amazing how technology can enhance such a personal and sensitive industry.
It really is. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. In a world that's becoming more digital, funeral homes have to embrace online reputation management.
Absolutely.
It's not just about protecting your image.
Right.
It's about building those stronger relationships with families,
Yes.
enhancing your services, and ultimately making a positive difference in the lives of those you serve.
That's a powerful message. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into online reputation management. We hope you found it valuable. And remember, Director's Corner is an excellent resource for all your reputation management needs.
Until next time, take care.